Good evening. Welcome to Gary Brodsky Show. Best place to be for the most knowledge you'll ever get. Well, let me start off with something that I think is important to everybody. There is a webinar coming up tomorrow night. That's Monday, January 12th, on how body language, it may not be expressed in the ad, but I'll tell you right now, how body language will change your income, your amount of women you get. I mean, drastically change it. Your health, how you're perceived, how you're received by the world. It is a science that has been proven, and no one, and I have been all over the internet, has a fucking clue. So if you want to put some smart money, and we're talking about like 30 something bucks, sign up right now, GaryBrodsky.com. You'll see a drop-down menu, webinars, seats are selling out. You will learn something that will change your life forever and for the better. That's right. It is incredible. Just a few minutes, you will actually feel like a different person, the person you're always chasing to make yourself into. So I say things sometimes better than I write them. So I urge you now to go sign up. I'll talk about this again because it is that big of an event. Or you could be watching football or Dancing with the Stars. That is entirely your choice. Now, back to the show. Good evening. Now, what I want to talk about tonight is the childing, and I'm not an expert of it. I'm going to have Major Dion from the U.S. Air Force Intelligence to do a webinar on the childing of America. And what is the childing of America? Well, you just have to think about this for a second. You read stuff like about Sam Houston, if anybody remembers who he is, or remember when you were like 10 or 12 years old and you camped in the woods with your friends, or, you know, when I was 20-something years old, and you can look it up, Saul Sun Publications, I created, ran, and destroyed. That happens. Hey, one of the biggest publishing companies called Saul Sun Publications. It didn't get too many good reviews, but it got a lot of money, a lot of sales. How? Ambition. And I was only in my 20s. And did a lot of other things too. Now you see guys in their 20s, they're snot-nosed little kids that will never grow up. There is lack of knowledge out there and it's being suppressed. Very seriously being suppressed. I was having a discussion yesterday, actually almost through the night, with a gentleman, and he was a gentleman. And I can't say his name because he's got a lot of YouTube clips up and stuff like that on meeting women. And he was talking about that how we have to accept the new gender roles, the women in power, the new feminism. We have to learn how to be beta males. And I call him a gentleman because he actually believes in what he's saying. And that's, I guess, where we differ a lot is, you know, somebody who's alpha male, a little tough, a little strong, he doesn't think that works. All I got to tell you, it works. All right? He says you should have the voice like this. You should talk to women in a non-threatening way. Women do not like pussy. You want a pussy? You don't act like one, okay? That's all I have to say to him. I happen to enjoy the guy. He was very well studied, very well rehearsed, and very well brainwashed. And he's getting speaking engagements everywhere. Why? That's what they want. They want to cut your fucking balls off. Whether they do it physically, psychologically, or through social media or any of the other stuff out there, they will get your balls and they want them. Why? Eunuchs don't fight back. Eunuchs don't build anything. Eunuchs don't question anything. Eunuchs have no aggression, no testosterone, all the stuff that makes a man a man. If you join my webinar tomorrow, I guarantee that you will be the kind of guy that takes risks, gets women, and this works for women too, gets the car you always dreamed of, Stop dreaming and start living. And I better see some sign-ups tonight, or I'm going to get fucking pissed, okay? But that's all of them. I just keep watching these dating gurus, and it's like always the same routine, the same voice, the same nonsense. No. What does a woman want? A man. And what does a bad, like nasty woman, a cunt, oh yeah, a cunt want? A cunt wants a prick. Okay, right there at GaryBrodsky.com. On special, how to be a prick. Hey, I just cannot see in this lifetime or the next or the one after that men have to start acting like women to get women because women are acting like men and nobody sees that this is like a fucked up situation. Well, I'm sure a lot of you see it. You other guys cool enough to watch this show. And cool is a fucking art. And I'll tell you something now. It's for sale at GaryBrodsky.com. Everything, every piece of ammo you need for this insane war against men. And to win, conquer. Yeah, we're not out to meet a girl. And I hope she likes you. No, we're out to go out there and say, I hope I like her. I am here to conquer you and to chew bubblegum. And I am all out of bubblegum. So remember, GaryBrodsky.com, drop down menu, webinars, and you'll not be disappointed. Chris, how are you? Hi, Chris. All right. Good evening, Dr. G. Well, Don Corleone has said it the best. You can act like a man. Is this how you turned out? Some Hollywood Pinocchio who cries like a woman? I had a little more than that, but absolutely. In fact, in one of my books, I have that quote. And I have the Travis Bickle quote too. Here is a man who would not take it anymore. A man who stood up for something. Not too many men like that anymore, are there, Chris? Kind of sad, isn't it? Hope to see you on tomorrow night's webinar, Chris. I'll tell you, it is a mind blower. I don't want to talk about it too much because this stuff goes on YouTube and people go, what the fuck is he talking about? Time has passed. Well, this chair is stuck. I'll deal with it. All right. I got to reset this stupid thing. Oh, look at this. Fucking gyro here. Okay, fuck this. But yeah, it is important. So important to be alpha. Why? Alphas create, they build, they conquer. Some of them have not been nice. Some of them, the nice ones, they don't write about them. The good ones, the people who stay. Jesus was absolutely alpha. They're talking about, they do write about some of them. And now what are they doing? Knocking him. So he didn't exist. I had one guy tell me he never existed and then tell me he was actually, he did exist, but he faked his own death. And then people are really, the war on anything male is there. I'm going to start selling these wholesale. They'll be cutting them off like there's no tomorrow. Because this is what society is doing right now. Next stick, next stick, next stick, next stick. Okay, we're having fun here. It's kind of sick, but it is very true. Love those noises. One more time, just for me. Yeah. Okay. I'm back. But the way that, parents are raising kids today to act like women, schools, everywhere. Schools are not schools anymore. They're fucking brainwashing institutions. And so many of us are brainwashed. And how you know when you're brainwashed? When you go to say something that you really believe in, you go, oh shit, I better not say it. I do say it, which explains my lack of invitations to dinner parties lately. So, okay, back to my soda now. Very important part of the show here for me. No, I'm glad we got that taken care of. It's just getting crazier by the week. By the week. There used to be a world, I can't say it's the best world, but there was a world. I'll just use an example. Times Square. You used to walk down, live nudes here, prostitution here, massage parlors here, dirty magazine stores here, dirty videos here, strippers over there. It was a man's world. Never surrender. Now I'm saying that was the best of all worlds, but now they say, and this is I hear this all the time, we have to now adjust to women in charge. Well, let's see how the last couple of years have been going. The economy's in a shitter. People aren't getting married anymore. Nobody's dating. It's doing pretty good, huh? Fuck that. Yeah. It's just, oh yeah, and those of you who want to reach me, Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com. Just so you know, because a couple of new viewers, I think. But it's just getting out of hand. Totally out of hand. I see guys, they're fucking fat fucks. Yeah, I know you're not supposed to say that, but I'm like not good at following those rules. No ambition, no drive, no passion. And they sit there like this, and they wonder, I don't know why I can't get women. Don't know why I can't get women. Don't know why I can't get ahead in life. Don't know why anything. Well, perhaps you should look in the mirror if it doesn't crack. I mean, there's no such thing. Again, I'm going to say this, and I'll say this until the day I die. And then after I die, I'm going to come back and say it again. Maybe. Because there is no such thing as an ugly man or an ugly woman. Only a lazy man and a lazy woman. And now we have some questions. Okay, Chris is up at bat again. Hi, Gary. I remember when you and I believe it. Was John who was asking guys in their 20s, did they have a girlfriend? No. Did they want one? No. If either of you asked me, I'd say just one. Did they have a job? No. Do they want a job? No. Myself, yes. I have a job. I'm also looking at starting my own business. See, you have not been brainwashed. I don't know what you did. You slept through the treatment. I guess I must have stuck with you through that. But it's absolutely true. Guys, I even fake guys out. It's like, I call people up and say, listen, one of my relatives died. I got a couple of $1 million. I want to invest in a business with you. They go, nah, I don't want that. Not too much responsibility. Now, no relatives have died, and if they did, they would not have billions to leave me. But I just bluff them just to see, because I know what the answer is going to be. They're going to go, no, just too much, Hey, you want to go to the range? Oh, I can't be around that, That's what men have become, and it's only going to get worse. Yes, worse. Bo Johnson is here. Okay, we're going to have to read them as they come in. These pussy ultra homos really piss me off. All these faggots they do is watch Space Seed. Khan comes on board the Enterprise, and the first thing he does is start pimping out women. Need I say more? Yes, you do. But I appreciate that. It's one of my favorite episodes. Because Khan comes back and looks at James Kirk and goes, this is how wimpy men have become? If Khan came back now, he'd kill himself. But it's all about wimpifying and childing people. And that is a satanic agenda. Follow that, you're following Satan. That's it. Oh yeah, talking about religion, talking about God, forget it. That's what they crucify me more the most. Because, Science has proven, I've heard this, with the dumbest explanation, that God doesn't exist. And what is the explanation? Are all these geniuses, Steve Hawking, yeah, I'll name their names here, and that other jerk off, what's his name? Give me a second. He's everywhere. With the God delusion and everything else, I'll think of his name in a minute. Their proof is that the universe is too big for one intelligence to maintain. Their thing is the universe somehow created itself. Some big explosion created endless space-time planets. It just happens sometimes. This shit just goes on. Nothing can create itself or move without something moving it. If something falls in your house, gravity moved it. Now, I found the difference between wimpy men and cool guys. And here's one of them. It was a demonstration. Like this one. A wimpy guy gets a phone call from a girl who's going to bitch him out. They all do that. They all do it, okay? They all do it. And that's all you hear from the phone. And the guy's like this, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be like that. Apologizing for themselves. The cool guys go like this, oh, yeah, right down here, okay? Right down fucking here. That is really a big indicator in somebody's character. It's like, why are you mad at me? What did I do? When you hear guys pleading, it's a disgrace. I don't have another webinar on Friday, so prepare yourselves for this. Prepare now. On what do I have to do to get a woman to like me? Nope. What does she have to do to get me to like her? And there's a big difference. And that is a difference, that is a line that is very muddied and going to be very cleared up this Friday night. And if you miss it, you're missing a lot. Vic, how are you? Vic in Hong Kong there. What are your thoughts on facial hair? I remember reading that J. Edgar Hoover forbade his G-men to have facial hair. And the mob, we don't talk about that here, also bans it in its rules. However, every pretend alpha douchebag out there likes to have stubble or beards. What are your thoughts? Thanks. Thanks, Vic, because that's a really interesting question. And I'll tell you why. I don't ever have facial hair, and for reasons I can't explain. You can probably figure them out from my mannerisms, right? Not important. American Indian warriors could not have facial hair. Yeah, facial hair is a sign of hiding. And, I don't know, outside of like Hercules, who with a beard, and of course Moses and Jesus, ever attracted women. It's just, the intellectual look, it doesn't work. It's an old saying, keep it shaved, you filthy animal. But not down here. From here up, it's okay to shave. There are guys now that are shaving their legs, shaving their fucking dicks. Women should not get a bikini trim. Check out the Gary Brodsky Revolution. The purpose, and I know I'm answering a question, Vic, of women becoming a mature woman was growing hair down there. Believe it or not, that sends out pheromones and makes her feel more like a woman. So what do they want to do today? They want to cut off everything. But facial hair, I am not a fan of it. Just picture me with a mustache. It's kind of funny, right? Now in the Old West, yes. And firemen absolutely need mustaches. Why? Because it filters out the smoke-filled areas that they have to risk their lives in. I'm going to have to reset this button here. Okay, we're all reset, ready to go. Need some soda. I'm lighting another cigarette. Well, that was quick. But those other dating sites, I buy their products. And I don't mind because it is so entertaining. They tell you men don't like muscle, women don't like muscles, women don't like everything you like about yourself. They tell you women don't like. It's a real satanic game they're playing with you. Because your thing should be, who cares what they like? It is what I like that counts. I conquer, I win. That's what my site's all about. Not, do you think she'll like me? Fuck that. She didn't text you back. You know why? Because you made the wrong first impression. That's why. Oh, you're not texting correctly? Texting, I don't like it. It exists though. And it is here to stay. So I have the texting game. How to do it right. Text that will get you texted back. Programming. Whoa, this is a long one, but I will read it. I heard an audio a few years back that lobsters or crabs caught in a cage with no top open and some bait inside. One goes in, then many follow along after the bait is gone. If one lobster or crab tries to escape, the others try to physically stop it and pull it back down. That's true. That's absolutely true. I've seen it. With the crabs, one gets over, the other one pulls them back in. I remember posting something on Facebook saying, Facebook about no more TV for me. Holy shit, that was the second most I have ever had people give me a hard time. Oh well, gone and goodbye. TV is not entertainment anymore. It is a brainwashing machine. I've watched some of the new shows, and I out of fear of suit, not a suit with a tie. I get to what a tie is in a minute too. Out of fear of a lawsuit, I won't mention the show, but every show is about how incompetent and stupid men are, and women have to run everything. Now you watch it enough, you're going to become it. You will be that. You will live it, and you won't know what the fuck or how it hit you. So excellent choice. I do not have television either. However, I do pay for one monthly because otherwise I wouldn't have internet. They just throw it in there. But that's not their fault. I don't watch TV. I watch the old movies, and that's really heartbreaking. Really breaks my heart. I'll tell you why. I watch the old movies, and I see men acting like men and saying stuff that you go today, oh, I can't believe he said it. Oh, I can't believe he did that. And tragically, it's like watching another planet. Say, wow, look at this planet. Men and women being romantic, having passion, having fun. A guy acting like a guy, sure, yeah, you want to see. Not feminized men. But that has changed. Every show I hear is completely, and I know it's about program brainwashing. That's what they call it, programming. The greatest weapon that these covert societies have, that pretty much run the world, and they do, for now, is television. That is the bread and circuses of all bread and circuses. There was some sort of game tonight, and all people are talking about, and I was listening to Alex Jones, he can't take it anymore either, is the game, the fucking game, the game. Did you see the game? And if you don't know, bread and circuses, and this is before television, it's just, the Coliseum, you have to actually get up and go there. Julius Caesar said, if you give people cheap entertainment, I can take everything they have. And he did. And that's called bread and circuses. It's a way of emasculating and weakening people. Every moment of TV you watch, you're losing part of yourself. And not only do you watch TV, people are playing on their iPhones. You see kids in a restaurant now. I'm talking like little kids. All they are is sitting here, not talking to their families, playing some sort of fucking game. And people at the computer screens, people are looking at screens day in and day out. And that's not a way for a man to live. All right, let's get some more questions in here. I just crack myself up sometimes because that's one thing you don't hear anymore. Is laughing, uh, flirting. You don't hear that shit anymore unless you know what you're doing. And most of you guys do, but you watch your friends and you almost crack up. It's like, this guy's just fucked up. Look at him. You know, there comes the voice, there comes this. Guys don't know how to sit like men, talk like men, act like men, be like men. And it's time we said, yeah, we're going to change that. We're going to do 10 times more than he can handle. Yes. We have to alpha up every day. Do something alpha. Throw a few punches. Do something. Push-ups. Build yourself up. And guys, just don't do it. Take the first step. Go out and say to the girls, hey, how you doing? They're not going to mace you for that. And if they do, it's one sick fucking. Mace hurts like hell. I've gotten it. By accident, they're trying to mace the Bimmy, and they maced me by mistake. It sucked. But, you know, life, there is no safety valve. The most dangerous place you could be is in the safe zone. But they don't let you know that. I'm letting you know that now. And I believe that then. And I believe that now. Yeah. I know what somebody's saying out there. Oh my God, he's smoking. Nice tits. Girls like to send pictures. But anyway, yeah. Back to the road to hell and damnation. It is political correctness. It's just amazing that you can't pick up women being politically correct. They may like you. Who cares about that? They may think, oh, you're okay to hang out with me and my friends and be the jerk who pays for everything. I know a lot of guys that do that. And I think they do. I'm getting closer. You're getting fucking shit. You ain't getting shit. I'm getting closer. I get calls all the time. I'm working on this girl for like 5 years. 5 fucking years? She could have had 3 kids. Maybe 5. I don't know. I don't know what the reset time is. But I'm working. No. Just like a fight, you got to be fast and in there and conquer before the defenses rise. And I'll make that point here. Let's say I wanted to fight somebody. I said, listen, I'm going to come kick your ass. Like, is Thursday okay with you guys? Okay, Thursday, I'm coming to kick your ass. How about 5 o'clock? Okay, by then you got a rock in your back pocket, a baseball bat. You just bought a killer dog. I have no chance. You set your defenses up. When you approach a woman, you're here not to pick up women. You're here to conquer and to get them. Success. Conquest. You want to move in real quick so they're in bed before they even know what hit them. You win. Because this misconception out there that women don't like sex. I mean, I don't know how they're promoting that. If you ever heard women talking, they are way worse than the worst guy you'll ever meet. But I always say this, if men knew how women thought, you'd be 20 times more bold. I may have said 10, but I meant 20. Today's probably like 50. Okay, here's something about nice guys. This should be fun. There was some fat fuck, yes, I said it, whining on YouTube about how he's a nice guy and why don't women like him. Fucking jerk off YouTube Pinocchio. Who cries like a little girl? Alright, nice guys finish last. We all know that. If a nice guy wants to finish first, my advice is, it's very simple, great advice here. Stop being so fucking nice. Now, there is a difference between niceness and kindness, and I'll explain it right now. Niceness is doing something in the hopes that she's going to like you. Kindness is doing something because you're a good person. Very big difference in the way it's going to be perceived. Very big. Because nice guys get exploited, they get tortured. They call me up, oh, she doesn't call me back, she's with the who? Some scumbag. That's the way life works. I wish it were different. It's not. Reset this button, hit this button. You gotta do this over your head twice. It's a crazy thing. But yeah, somebody wrote an article today. It was a good one. I was reading it. It was a feminist, anti-feminist woman who said that it's really horrible being a woman today because all passion, it's the same thing I said, all romance, it's all gone. Why? Yeah, guys don't know how to do it. Sorry, guys. You're a guy. You take the lead. You're in charge. Okay, let's get some questions here. We got enough views, so a lot of questions. Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com. All right, I'm waiting for the questions. I'm going to drink some soda. That's what I do when I wait for questions. Okay. What happens when a guy doesn't have a woman? This is what happens. This is physical. This will be discussed tomorrow in detail. Is first off, he gets a high testosterone boost. I got to go out and get women. He fails and strikes out because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, right? Then, the testosterone ceases, and the estrogen level and the cortisol level starts going up. All of a sudden, the stomach comes shooting out, and they get that look on their face, that dumbass grin. Then what do? They join the gym. They don't go to the free weight section. They go to the cardio section. Now, cardio initially does hit with testosterone, but testosterone does turn to estrogen. So if you're on there for more than like 10 minutes, it is fucking your system up. You may be able to walk long distances. That's a fact. You may be able to stay on the machine and watch TV while you have your drink there, and they have waiting service where I go. Men seem to not want to build anything themselves up. I throw about 1,000 punches, sometimes, okay, I'm exaggerating a bit, a couple of hundred punches a night. Just, practicing. I don't punch like that, but practicing punching. Why? In the event I have an opponent, and this is why you have to practice everything. Being alpha, you have to practice it. And all the stuff is right there at GaryBrodsky.com on sale now. Because when I meet my opponent, if I do, how many punches did he practice today? I got the advantage. Being alpha is something that you have to constantly train yourself to be. And yeah, you can take an amazing jump from some of my audios. But always you have to maintain it. It's like you work out in the gym, you get this body like this, but you got to maintain it, you got to go back. Buying exercise equipment and not using it doesn't make sense. Hey, Vic, you're back. Second question to me, if you don't mind. No, I don't. Recently, two guys who I used to respect laughed at me for wearing a watch. I said, this is that. My reading is not as good as you think because my vision is not that good. I said that as a man, I should respect time and demonstrate that I am in control. Well, I like that. And if I personally choose to wear a watch, a large men's diving watch, at all times, this got me thinking. These two guys turned out to be emasculated beta bitches. So I really think there is something to this. Actually, I think men should wear a watch not to get time off their smartphone. Am I right? Well, looks like you're about right at this time. Yeah, these little accessories that make a man, and I'm glad you brought that up because I mentioned neckties before, make a man look like a man. What time is it? It's 11:36. What time is it? Big difference. Big difference in how you're going to be perceived. So I'm with you because I'm wearing a watch. I didn't know you would ask that question. Plus, do you know that women find guys with watches more attractive? That's a fact. Now, let me get the neckties before I forget, and people are going to start asking me, what happened about neckties? You said you want to say something about neckties. What is a necktie? It is a phallic symbol, that's absolutely right, pointing to your penis. That's what they invented them for. That's why, people wear stuff they don't know why. But a watch, to me, great. Great accessory for meeting women. And actually, women get turned on by a guy even adjusting his watch. There was a study on that. Or a guy adjusting his collar. This turns women on. For the ladies out there, that was for you, okay? And for the guys out there, do it. There are so many things. And you feel better about yourself. Because I will never give any advice that you can do that will not make you only get women, but feel better at yourself doing it. Instead of being an obsequious jerk off, like so many guys are. It is a tragedy out there. I'll get this question in a second. A real tragedy out there. When I go to the gym and I see hot girls in there and young guys, and I just watch. Okay. They don't talk. And there is such a rift between them that all it would take was a guy to go out and actually be alpha, he's got the girl. More today than ever. I know a lot of these dating gurus are coming out with how to date women online. And I got to say something about that. They're doing well, and God bless them and their earnings. However, if you can't walk outside and meet a woman anywhere without a third party broker to get you a woman, you ain't doing something right. Plus, I've heard some of these online dating stories. Fucking nightmares. But women go in there because, and I get this question later too, guys are just not hitting on them. And now I know they tell you it's bad to hit on women. They tell you it's bad to smoke. It's bad to this. It's bad to that. Fuck what they say. If you're an alpha, you do what you want. You live how you want. You live the life of a man. When you act like a man, what happens? It makes a woman act more like a woman. Very simple equation, but very forgotten. Again, more people. Questions, Gary Brodsky, 123 at AOL.com. Watch me light this up. Unbelievable. All right, now I'm going to say it again. Check out GaryBrodsky.com, drop down menu webinars. An unbelievable one tomorrow night. Years and years and years of research. And for those of you who are wondering what certain products are, I know you hit me on this, we finally have everything in stock as of Tuesday. Sorry for the wait, but when we make stuff, we make it to work. I have a question about the Mojo bags. The Mojo bags, in the history, I've been selling these, and I've been selling these since I was a kid out of Louisiana. One person returned it. One. Everybody else has had success. That's at occultforce.com. Okay, here's a question for me. Oh, Chris, I will just say this without getting into detail. It gives you your own, every lesson you need to know to go out and teach this stuff. And this is right now one of the most profitable businesses out there. And because you're a friend of mine, more than that, people will call you for consulting, and you'll make it back in spades. And I have a lot of guys that have done that. I just don't mention their names. That's why I'm keeping this very quiet here. It works. Guys today have no father figure. No, they're lonely as hell. This is about as good their sex life gets. I just went on my watch here. And they need direction. And I got a lot of clients I could pass off to you because they need somebody like you to talk to. Just to reaffirm, today, it's okay to be a man. It is okay to go out there. Yeah, it's okay to have a bring a friend to your house. People think it's like kind of weird, but people say, I had sex with a girl the other night. Oh, really? Like, fuck it. Like, what? That never happened in your life? And you'll hear this. No. It's really yes, Chris, definitely take it. Because people are hungry for knowledge. They have none. They have none. And just go outside, look around, and go, wow, these guys are fucked up. But this is some intense training. And well worth the price of admission. Well worth it. Because it's a business, again, for life. And if you want to talk more, email me your phone number. Gary Brodsky 123@AOL.com. Wow, is this show flying by fast? With hardly any questions. But women, again, not only women, the whole world does not respond to beta males. They may give them a shit job, or even a good paying job, but the guy has no life, no joy, no passion, doesn't even build model planes, nothing. Now, it's like I was talking to Henderson and Chow about martial arts. Guys don't want the real thing. They want the belt, but not the knowledge. And I've only gone to martial arts schools, 2 different schools in my life, 3 actually, where they only had white belt, black belt. That's it. Because I want the skill, I don't want the belt. Although I do have a funny story about that, but it's not that funny. I went to look at a kung fu school with Sifu Chow, and there was this 20-year-old girl teaching the school, really pretty, totally crap in martial arts. And he said, "Let's join." It was really funny. And if you want to see who Sifu Chow is, just go to YouTube and hit Wing Chun Nerve Strike. Oh, my phone has to be slid to open. Just like a woman. You like that one, huh? Women are horny all the time with no alpha males out there. This is amazing. Oh, a lot of people just joined in now. Must have been some show that ended. GaryBrodsky.com. Everything is on sale. And I'm going to have another drink. This is root beer. I have to show you this. Why? I don't have any Pepsi tonight. Why root beer? Why do I have to show it? Because it is against the law to drink beer on television. So it's root beer, okay? You see root beer? So now they won't pull this down for some God knows what reason. My thing. Yeah, I'm having a good night tonight, huh? I can do impersonations with this. You ready? Here's a guy walking in a bad neighborhood. The Exorcist. That's it. But hey, what the hell? Improvisation, right? Now, if you want the most confidence in the world, I am dead serious about this. Tomorrow night's webinar will make you confident fucking forever. GaryBrodsky.com, drop-down menu webinars. So yeah, let's get things rolling. See, the guys with the highest testosterone, they take chances. Give me the same chance. Mr. T, a little bit of that. They take chances. Guys with low testosterone don't take chances. It's all about testosterone and stuff like that. Your testosterone level is basically determines how alpha you are. Now, there's two ways to do it. You can take the DHEA that we have, the only real DHEA in the world, at GaryBrodsky.com, drop-down menu supplements, or I do both. You can start acting alpha. And how you act is going to determine how your testosterone level goes up or down. I can tell you one thing about the pro hormones they sell. All bullshit. Real stuff, GaryBrodsky.com supplements. Yeah, because I use it. That's how I know. That's why my chest is 52 inches and my waist is 35. And I don't work out hard at all. People, what kind of workout was that? One that works, so shut the fuck up. Okay, getting to the end, last round for questions. Oh no, where'd my cigarettes go? Thank God, huh? Yeah. Again, what do women like? Fuck that. What do you like? That will change your life and how everything reacts to you. Because guys approach women with this mentality. What do I have to do to get her to like me? That don't work. What does she have to do to get me to like her? That works. And that is an equation solved. Guys don't think like that. They're too insecure. They're too weak because you're too weak. That's right. They're too weak to think like that. But try that. Change your approach to, let's see, I'll go talk to her. See if I like her. Not I'll go talk to her, see if she likes me. Big difference in the dynamics of how it's going to play out. Very fucking big. Okay, as I said, last and final round for questions, and I fucking meant it. GaryBrodsky.com has the answers. And we're going to keep coming up with them. We do research. And it's something that has all the ammo. Because today, more than ever, you need the ammo to get what you want. In anything in life, you got to know how. You have to have a plan. You got to have direction. You got to have the knowledge. It's not like the old days anymore when women used to go, oh, a man, is he single? Ain't like that anymore. It's not the birds and the bees, it's the buzzards and the hornets. Buzzards and the hornets. I misspoke. So it's a tough game out there. Play it right and you can't lose. If you have the knowledge, you can't lose. It's like going through a maze and you know the answer. You know, I have this one audio program, The Look, that seduces. Every email I've gotten says, wow, that's just amazing. Just the way you look at a woman, and wow, she's seduced. One guy who hadn't had a date in a long time, I don't know the exact date and write it down, got 2 women to come home with him in the same night by using that technique. So does it work? Oh yeah. Everything up there does work. And if not, you know the deal. You know the deal. Your money back plus, yeah, we send you the knife to cut it off with. I'm playing with this way too much, right? This is the same one that Dirty Harry used, by the way. Not to be confused with Clean Harry. That movie never came out. Okay, we're winding down. Well, go to GaryBrodsky.com, occultforce.com, braintrainpower.com, an overlooked site that I seldom mention. But if you hear something enough, you're going to become it. Why and how? Look at the political programming mess they've made of this country. People heard it enough, and they became it. And now people don't even have friends anymore because their friends are so Pinocchio. And so, we have a country full of male bitches. That ain't the way it's supposed to be. But that's the way it is. So think of this. Think of this. You have a bunch of lonely women out there who can't find a guy and occasionally settles for a beta. And then you come along, acting alpha, being alpha, never, ever going off the track. It's like walking a tightrope. You go off, you're falling. And you are going to get more women than you can count. Melissa. Dan, how you doing? Great suit. Thanks, my favorite. I got two of them. Oh, a man is great. What's going on, my friend? Oh, this is from Dan, the man, the guy who co-hosts the radio shows with me. The look that seduces works. Yes, it did ship out. Haha, got you. But yeah, here he says it. The look that seduces works. Now, let me tell you something about Dan. He is a male model. I was looking at a suit. I said, that's a nice suit. He was wearing a suit. It was him. He's a male model, and that just goes to show you, even with looks, because looks are not what women want. They want to feel like a woman, free, abandoned, wild, given the license and the validation. Not, do you like me? That's what guys become. And I'm doing a nice version because I don't know how to do that fucking version. So yeah, try that. So, hey Dan, thanks for joining the show. A little late, but always get some good questions. Dan, just want to let you know there's a great webinar coming up tomorrow. Check it out, GaryBrodsky.com, drop down menu webinars. It's there. And well, I guess that's pretty much it. I'm having another cigarette with you guys because I love you guys. You know what I mean? Seems to be a fascination with women. They keep sending me things that have blue eyes. Like, this is a new discovery, but yeah, they're blue. Just, you have blue eyes. Yeah. No, they're not contacts. I just can't put something in my eye, okay? But I remember when I was a kid, they had that toy that would take your eye out. And parents said, hey, what do you want for Christmas? I said, I want the toy to take kids' eyes out. Every parent knew somebody who had an eye taken out by that toy. I never got to know what that toy was. And to this day, I am online. I'm on Amazon, everywhere, looking. The toy that takes the eyes out. We were lied to, okay? Not a major lie. You can't get that. You'll take someone's eye out. What is that? I need to know. Never found out. A couple of questions, so we have some questions here. Jason, good evening. Hey, Gary, great show. All your stuff works. All right. I'm going to get into your occult techniques. Which is the best one to attract women? Which is easy to do? Well, if you Mojo bags. Mojo is a name. Mojo is, hey, got your Mojo? It radiates sexuality. I have mine here somewhere. If you saw the desk, what you can't see, it's piled under here, but I never leave home without it. In fact, I think this is it. Well, there's a string from it. It's here. Okay, more questions. Can you do overtime? Well, if you keep asking questions, I will. How's that? Join the webinar, somebody, and I'll do overtime. Because there's so much to say, so much. My sugar around here. Yeah, I can definitely do some overtime. Smoke in the eyes, huh? This is going into overtime. What the fuck is this? Inbox. What? Cancel it. Oh, what the heck am I at? Oh, I got the questions and I can't seem to find it. If I just cancel this, go to hit this. Oh, okay, I'm back on board. Everybody stick around. I'm going a little bit overtime here. You requested it. You got it. And see, that's what's interesting. Guys don't ask anything anymore. I say to guys, what do you want? Nothing. Okay, you got it. Pretty good. What do you want out of life? Okay, count it down. That's how guys are talking today. But you want to get a guy to actually talk? Say to him, hey, I believe in God and I like pussy. You how can you do this? How can you say that? Just, it's amazing. It is disgusting how men have become. Really. I love to fuck with them though. I know that's wrong. But I do it anyway. You discovered that this country runs on credit? Everything runs on credit, okay? What is credit? It's called a note. That's why if you look at your money, it says Federal Reserve note. You're carrying credit in your pocket. Okay, that aside, I read the question as it has been written in its entirety. Which is really annoying. I'm beginning to understand how it works, though it's quite silly. You've also spoken about manipulating credit correctly. Can you give me some examples? Yeah. Okay, here's how I use credit successfully in my life. One example. My best-selling book that I published, not that I've written, was Reagan's Radius. It was a comic book. It sold like 9 million copies. I think it was like 30 cents a book to print. I had no money, so I printed it on credit. Net 30. And then I gave people, using credit, the chair is stuck. Okay. I gave people a 5% discount if they paid in 10 days. Because that was bought worldwide. So that was like $1,000,000-something bill or invoice to me. Now people are saving 5% by paying me within 10 days. I pay the bill off, and no one knew credit was in use. But that's how credit works. Because every company is in debt. They're in debt. You hear companies that they're $700 million in debt, yet they're still operating. They want you afraid of debt. But being in debt is being in business today. And it always has been. Every time this government gets money, they're borrowing it from a central bank. Whether you want to end the Fed or not, doesn't matter. They are borrowing money. That's how this country works. It works on credit. Now, do I like it? No. But it is a fact of money. Credit is how this country was built. How any business is built, on credit. Because you got to remember, the largest businesses in this country are the companies that give out credit. I know it's usury and it's against God and all that, but it's a hell of a lot better than living in the street. Okay, I got some more questions here. I'll ask you as many questions you want. When is the next Len audio program coming out? We're going to be doing a 6-week webinar as soon as he gets back from Dubai. Gary, use the occult to attract money and women. Does it stay? As because which I make from gambling never stays. Gambling is different. This is not gambling. This is sending out energy. Big difference. But I can tell you one thing. The gambling mojo bag, if you're a gambler, I have never heard anybody, and I've been doing this way before the dating stuff, say, you know something? The first time I got a gambling mojo bag, I was like 19 years old, and I was playing cards. And I just threw it in my pocket, didn't even remember I had it. So I said, hey, you want to play some cards? With like the toughest killer wise guys in the world. And I was getting, and this has happened more than once, and I still have the same bag here. And it still works to this day, it doesn't run out of gas. I was up like a fortune. I had like stacks of cash like this. And at that night, I remember I had the worst headache imaginable. And I was like, I was playing 5-card draw. I would keep a jack and a 6. I was trying to give the money back. And I'd pull 3 more 6s. I couldn't lose. And these guys were getting pissed off. So I started throwing hands, doing whatever I could. I had 2 kings on board, 2 in the hole. I was like, I'm out. I had to like actually give the money back. That's how well the gambling mojo bag worked. I did that again, and I'm talking about credit. I had like $14 in my pocket, and I was sitting down with like even worse guys, and I was playing 5-card stud. I'm there with $14. The game is $5 and $10. I throw in 5, and I get talking about 5s. 5s came up all night. I got a 5 in the hole and a 5 on board. It was 5-card stud, 3 up, 2 down. So I had 2 5s on board, 2 in the hole. Royalties was $100 out player. And I was going shy from the pot, saying I get my wallet in a second. If I didn't win that hand, I would be getting into a dumpster in a second. I won like, I don't even want to say how much because I didn't declare that. But I won a fortune. And my father had found out about this. His friends, they said, oh shit, he's going to get killed. They came back. I had like this pockets full of cash. So that's for the gambling mojo. If you take a chance, the odds are in your favor. That's all you have to say about that. That's at coldforce.com mojo bags. Because everything is a gamble. That's why it's one of the best-selling bags. And it does take a while to make. It's not an off-the-shelf product. We make it, we energize it, we test it. How do we test it? We throw a few cards around and a few dice. They 7 up all the time. And we take it away, it doesn't 7 up all the time. Okay, that's all I have to say about that. So yeah, it works. Okay, a little slow on the questions tonight, but that's okay. Funny, the more views I have, the less questions. Can somebody explain that? No, you can't, because there is no explanation. But I do have 2 questions here that I didn't get to. All right. They're a little shy in asking questions. I'm not going to give your name out, okay? I see your name there. I'm not going to give it out. Ask questions. I'll just say, here's a question from a viewer. How's that? Soda time. No music. Yeah. Okay. To answer your question easily, is this country going cashless? It can't. On the highest levels of the wealthiest people in the world, tragically, I have to say this, and it's all over the internet, they're drug dealers. This country's not going to go cashless. They need the cash, okay? But now I belong to a gym that's, we're a cashless gym. Yeah, so you can bang me on my fucking credit card? Fuck you, by law they have to take cash. But it seems they don't want, because cash is masculine. They don't want guys to have cash. Remember, anything masculine today, they don't want you to have. Now, this is a hilarious question here. Gary, can you please start smacking some guys around? Also, on a serious note, I know women like hot irons to heat up. Like women are like hot irons. You see that women like hot irons. So what the heck is this guy into, right? Also, on a serious note, I know that women are like hot irons. They heat up, they hit down. Can they do that even when you're already done with them? It seems like they keep saying, push my hot buttons till I'm constantly hot, and keep pushing them. Exactly. The problem, Dan, is today most guys don't know where the hot button is. You know, it's tragic. Because if they don't know, they get scared. When they get scared, what do? They pull this out and they play Angry Bird. It's the only game I know. I mean, there's probably other games on there. Next was a cigarette. Yeah, I feel bad for a lot of young guys because they need coaches. They're totally getting the wrong messages for PUAs. Absolutely wrong. You know, if you want a woman, you act like a woman. So if you want to fish, you act like a fish. You fill up your bathtub. Yeah, that's what you do. You want to catch fish, you go in your bathtub, and you swim around like that. What the fuck kind of crap are they trying to push off today? I'm not even going to say what I just thought, okay? I'm going to say that. But here's some Cajun humor for those Cajuns out there that watch and can't read or write English but can understand me. In the Cajun community, there's a lot of sex going on. Nobody cares who you fuck. Who'd you jerk off to is the big question. Why? Because that's the girl they really want. Just mentioning that. If you ever find yourself in Cajun country and you get asked that question, it's not a joke. They're really serious. Another question about cash. In almost every movie in the past 30 or so years, women are typically seen shopping with credit cards. Growing up, it was common to see men with wallets full of cash. Hey, you carry your cash in your back pocket, the big note on the outside. Just had to say that. Growing up, it was common to see men with wallets full of cash. Not so much anymore. Also, Len talked about the brick, or the stack of bills to attract more money. That's hard to do when everybody goes around cashless. Well, Len has this principle because he's a billionaire. I take very, very seriously what he says. If you start building a stack of cash, like attracts like. Things accumulate. As you know in life, everything you keep accumulating, that's why the rich get richer. They keep accumulating more, and the poor keep losing money, and it becomes a downward spiral. But that could change, and one of Len's first things he did, before he even had, $20,000, where he started making these big stacks of cash. Money attracts money. You've heard that. Now, if you take some cash and add some oak to it, there are certain properties that money has. Metaphysical properties. Doesn't matter who's printing it up. I mean, it's Federal Reserve or Bitcoin or whatever. But cash just gets you, looking at the brick of cash, just gets you inspired, and this is true, to get cash. I was thinking about that the other day. Plastic, okay? It was only about 40 years ago, which is not that long, they came out with the first card. And we know what the first card was? The Diners Club. You know what the interest rate on that was? 0. Yeah, 0. The store had to pay the 4 or 5%, but we get more, the restaurant. Traffic, because people had the Diners Club. That was the first card that came out. I had a card from Turkey when I was there, from the Ziraat Bank. No interest. because they don't believe in usury. And yeah, the store picked up the 6% differential, so you'd be paying 6% less. Now, credit cards make loan sharks look like amateurs. But if you could take out let's say you buy a website on a credit card, it'll pay you back before that credit card is paid off, in most cases. Samurai swords. Do you still have a connection for real Okinawan Japanese swords? Yes, I do. Now I'll show you one if you want to see it. Well, let me know if you want to see it. It's right up there. You can't see that, but that's why I have to go get it. Actually, it looks like everybody wants to see the sword. If I cut my off, it's all over, but I'll show it. I only have about 4 left. This is a real katana. The knockoff of this sells for about $2,000. I have a connection for these. You can see the nice harmon on the blade. Look at that. Now just to show you, this is a book of matches. This is a samurai sword. You watching? Just letting the weight fall. This is sharper than any surgical scalpel or any razor blade. This is called Noto, the art of returning a blade. I actually practice with these. So yeah, these are the real deal swords. You know how you can tell? By hitting the chair with the sword, that's one way. If you turn it upside down, it doesn't fall out. It locks in. You have to do what's known as the break. And just so you know, for those of you samurai sword enthusiasts, the right way to hold a sword is these 3 fingers. The index finger is sort of loose, and you hold it at a 45-degree angle, and your wrists have to be lined up. And it cuts beautifully. Just one thing, if you don't want to ruin the sword, you can cut through straw or anything. Just don't cut through live plants. It's not a gardening tool. Again, Noto. Slide, it falls in, returns, and then locks. So yes, I do have some beautiful 4 left. I give them away as gifts, but those days are over. Okay, I have some questions are piping in right now. Yes, oak has the vibration for money. And I'm going to have an oak product coming up this week. Why oak? Look at all the wealthy places, the oak chairs, and in every wealthy neighborhood, you'll find one thing in common. Is oak trees. Or the same qualities. Everything has a vibration to it. From trees to people to everything. The only difference in you and an oak tree is you can change the vibration. But if you take the same elements that the oak tree vibrates and add that to you, you'll really need cash or credit cards. Hey, money is money. I heard that when I was a kid. I couldn't argue that one. I also heard enough is enough. I couldn't argue with that one either. My parents told me all sorts of things. You've gone too far. I didn't know there was a distance here. I keep thinking of crazy shit, so I keep smiling. Okay, let's have a last round for questions. Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com. Thomas, good evening. Tell everyone the look that seduces works. It has changed my life. I will send you pictures. Yep, same email address, and the pictures stay confidential. And if you think that's something, catch tomorrow's webinar. Because seats are flying right now as we speak. And there's not people watching the show. It's just, all right, let's have a few more questions. And then, I got just a few things, you know what I mean? Damn, what we were talking about, right? Yeah. Oh, there's a whole bunch to mannerisms we cover tomorrow. How you speak, how you hold your hand makes a big difference. Makes a big difference. I'll give you a little demonstration, which is absolutely the smallest demonstration I could possibly think of. If you hold, palm up, weak. Palm down, strong. Wait. Okay? See, one is pleading, but tomorrow goes way, 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 way past it. That is the craziest question in the world I can't answer. But keep them crazy, but not that crazy. You know, I always have a topic on the show. I write it down here. Never follow it. Because the questions redirect you. And you got to be like that in life to some degree. You know, this is an interesting factoid. Only 1% of all pickups happen in bars or clubs. That's a fact. And only 1% of all sexual relationships come out of online dating. I'm not talking about hitting on people in chat rooms. I'm talking about the setup corporations that will do your dating for you. The other 98% come out of knowledge and skill, which you can get at GaryBrodsky.com. Need I say more? Need I say more? Yes, I'm not going to read the question out loud, but yes, I still know them. Oh, that exists big time. So big time you have no idea. That just makes, I'm just going to walk around the question. That makes the street pimps realistically amateurs. Because, and this is going to get me a lot of heat, I know this, and I've dealt with it, and I've been dealing with this for years. Women really do like to serve men, to cater to men. And men have lost their way and turned it backwards. And that's why Friday night's going to be a special webinar on that. But tomorrow night, don't miss it if you can. Don't miss it. I've been writing this thing for weeks. If you try to call me and didn't get me, I've been working on this through research and everything else. So, yeah, absolutely. Yes, it's that question. Okay, let's get some last questions to end the show. Smoke in the eyes again. Oh, I hate this shit. But it happens. Okay, come on, let's get some questions in. Last time and last cigarette. That's why I didn't smoke enough, right? You know, 4 out of 5 people that actually told me I was going to die from smoking are dead now. They didn't smoke. I'm not saying smoking is good for you. I'm just saying that I know by belief and faith that smoking will not kill me. Something else will. Okay, come on, get some questions in here. Show has to end soon. I want to get a good question in here, end on a good note. And stop with the stupid questions. No, just kidding. I love stupid questions. Okay. The answer to that is you're damn right. You got to start looking at women like, not does she want me, but do I want her? That is a big game changer. It changes the game from winning, from losing to winning. Say it again. Big difference in how you're going to appear. But if you know the right body language, every woman will be attracted to you. And then I will not forgive. That aside, oh, Gary, please do the voice of Dr. Schneller. Hey, I have no choice. I know the person who introduced that voice is watching. This is Dr. Schneller, and it's time for your appointment. You know, it's just funny because, you know, doctors are not like they are in the movies, in the old shows. I haven't watched anything new in years. They all talk like, and then if you know, you have to get a flu shot. Why? Because they become retarded. I'll actually say that. You know, I called the CVS drugstore because I know somebody there, and I had this tape machine. It's like, we give you a flu shot for free. And somebody picks up, I say, here, the flu shot is for free. Yes. Is there anything else there I get for free, like, you know, Raisinets or something like that? No. When something is free, like these phones are free when you sign up, it's there to fuck you up. I was thinking of this. Since they don't ask for ID and you get flu shots for free everywhere, what if I went to every drugstore and got a flu shot that day? Then I guess I could be part of the crowd and not be so upset by the stupidity I see in life. Ah, Jason, how are you? I have no thoughts on the planes that disappeared. In fact, I don't believe anything I see on the news. I don't watch news. I don't care. It's all bullshit. And question number 2, do bad dreams give you a clue about what's going to happen? No. Absolutely not. Unless they are recurring. I took a nap today. I had a great dream last night. Really great. Then I had a bad dream in the afternoon. Now, dreams, actually, dream like a lot during the night. It's only when you wake up in a dream that you remember it. And then by the end of the day, you can't remember the dream. Because the mind is always going. And let me just tell you something. If you get the audio, Power Self-Talk at GaryBrodsky.com, your dreams will actually brainwash you into being and getting what you want. On that note, I think I'm going to take off now. Okay. Stephanie, are you wearing any pants? Yes. Okay, Stephanie, no, I'm not going to show you my pants. Yes, I'm wearing matching pants, okay? All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. It was a lot of fun. I don't know what we covered. But definitely, everybody, keep in touch. Gary Brodsky123 at AOL.com. Good night to all. Bless you all. And I will see you next week. Thank you for being here. Again, GaryBrodsky.com, OccultForce.com, BrainTrainPower.com. Yeah. Good night.